Hey, what is going on, you guys? Today I'm going to be showing you guys a very special tool that every trader should have on their chart. Very easy, simple, basic, nothing to learn. That's going to make you, I shouldn't say it's going to make you money, but it's going to help you predict the future of these stocks in terms, make some money. So this tool is very basic, very simple, and it's something everybody has heard. It's something you've looked at before. You probably just didn't really know how to use it, or you didn't really know what it was. When I first started, I had no clue. I never looked at this, but it's something every trader should have, and that is the SPY. Now, it doesn't have to be on a special chart or anything like that. As you can see, mine's very small. I just have it on another screen, and I look at it from, to see what the market's doing, to gauge the direction of these stocks, and in terms help me trade these stocks to the way I should be trading them. All right. As you can see, I don't have any volume set up in here. It's just a SPY. It's just very basic, simple candles just to see what the market's doing. Okay. Now let me show you what I mean by this. The SPY basically is just the top 500 companies. They're all over 5 billion in caps, and that's pretty much all you should really learn about the SPY. Nothing else more needs to be really learned about it. Very simple and easy. So look at this. Let me just make this bigger for you guys. Look at the SPY. Now this is going to work on stocks that follow the market. The SPY, like I said, the top 500 companies, all these stocks that, the big name companies out there. So take a look at this. Look at the SPY. What I want you to look at right here is the direction of the SPY. Don't look at the candles. Don't really get too interested in what the candles are doing. Just look at the direction of the market. Okay, so look at this. SPY trending downwards, comes up. SPY trending downwards, comes up. SPY trending downwards, comes up. SPY trending downwards, comes up a little bit. Now it's not going to be tick by tick exactly as the SPY. As I mentioned before, every stock has their own characteristics that they follow. So just because a SPY is up big doesn't mean, IQ is going to be up big or MU is going to be up big. It's just sort of an indication of what's going to happen. All right. What you need to focus on is the direction of the market. So down, up. Now on Facebook, let me show you how you can use this to, again, look at your stocks, make your trades and stuff like that. So when the market is downwards like it is here in the morning from, let's say, 9:30 to 11 about, since it's downwards, this is the time when you want to be in shorts. This is the time when you want to be taking stocks to the downside. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to get any moves to the upside. I'm not saying everything's going to come down, because things will go up. It's not going to be exactly, every stock's not going to be exactly like the SPY, but it's an overall indication of what the market's going to do. And in terms, you can trade stocks the right way, okay? So if the market's coming down, look for stocks to the downside. If the market's coming up, look for stocks to the upside. Now, how many times have you gone in the trade that's about to break out and it doesn't break out at all? It happens to all of us. Now, you can use a SPY to help you eliminate all those trades that aren't going to work. Now, how do I do that? Well, very simple and easy. As I mentioned, is the SPY is coming downwards, you're not going to get any breakouts. Now, you can and you might, and sometimes you do, and sometimes they're big, but most of the time the favor is going to be to the downside. So even if the play looks fantastic, it's the best thing you've seen to the upside, most likely you're not going to get that trade going to the upside. It might break out a couple of cents and then come straight back down. Why? Because the market's down. If you're looking for a breakout and the market is up like this, that's when you expect all these breakouts to happen, all these stocks going to the upside. Look at Facebook, upside. Apple, upside. MU upside again. Every stock has their own characteristics, so it's not gonna move bam like straight up like that. But again, just a little indicator. Like on Microsoft, same thing. Now, as I mentioned, if the market's coming down, you're in favor of shorts. As the market's going up, you're in favor of longs. And that's what you need in the long. That's basically all you have to learn. That's all you really need. It's very simple, guys, very basic. Now, take a look at this. From 12 o'clock till the time we're at now, the market is flat. Whenever you hear people say, oh, the market's flat, nothing's happening, flat just means nothing's going on. So this is an example right here. The market's flat right here. Nothing going on. What it does is the market, it's gonna, it just bounces here, hits that 275.50, bounces go up, bounces comes down, it's just bouncing like you see it here. It really does nothing at all. It's just bouncing up and down. And how many times have you been in a trade during, say, lunch hour, or sometimes you're in a trade and the trade's not really doing anything. It's just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Most likely that's because the SPY isn't doing anything, all right? Sometimes you get these days where the SPY just does nothing at all, and that's whenever you should not be in a trade. So at this point right here, during this time, that's why people don't tend to trade during lunch hours, is because the SPY is flat, all right? Everybody's on lunch hour or whatever, and also, we got this 4th of July weekend, and people are off for the week or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But, there's no volume in the market. There's no money in the market. So the SPY is flat. The market's going to be flat. During this time, I don't recommend you guys get in trades because the stock is just going to be going up and down, up and down. It's not really going to be doing anything. A lot of new traders tend to focus on their P&Ls. Your P&L is just going to be going up and down. Again, don't focus on your P&L when trading, but I know most people can't help it. It's just going to be going up and down, up and down. If you made money in the morning, don't trade during lunch hours because the SPY is going to be flat. Or anytime the SPY is flat, basically, you shouldn't be trading, all right? Now, let me show you another thing you can utilize. Like Tuesday. So yesterday was Wednesday. Market was closed for 4th of July. Look at Tuesday. The market closed at 1 on Tuesday. So look at the market. It was just trending along, trending downwards. Not very much. It was pretty much flat, but it was still trending downwards. And then around this 12 o'clock area, you got a big sell-off all the way to close, and it closed on the sell-off. Now look at Apple. Same exact thing. It wasn't really doing anything. It was flat, and it just, sold off. Facebook didn't really sell off, but, overall in downwards. MU had a big flush to the downside. Sold off. Microsoft, sold off. So as you can see here, I guess this is easier for you guys to see. The market's down. Every big stock out there is to the downside. You shouldn't be looking for longs at all. No longs at all. Okay. It's down. The market, the stocks aren't going to be going up when the market's down. Same thing. They all follow. Like I said, it's not going to be tick for tick, but they all follow the overall direction of the SPY. So let's look at Intel. Same exact thing. Sold off. This is a good example here. Home Depot. Every stock has their own characteristics. See, so it's not exactly like these, but overall, it comes down. That's very simple, very basic. And this is how you can utilize the SPY to tell the future of these stocks. Okay, if you see the market selling off, start looking for shorts. And that's whenever you're gonna get a lot of moves to the downside. If the market's selling off and you're in a long position, get out of that long position and look for a short or something like that. If you don't know what stocks to short, just go to these big board stocks like Apple, Facebook, whatever, all these stocks, and look for a short. Now, don't just jump in the short because the stock is coming down. Don't just jump in wherever. Okay, you want to look for an entry. So right here on Apple, what you could do, let's say you sold off right here. It's right here at 185. You're thinking about taking it long. You also got a green candle here. Thinking about taking it long here for a bounce, a reversal here. But as you can see, it quite couldn't get over that 272 here on the SPY. It came back down. That's a short entry right here, 185. Take it short, okay? So very simple, very easy to use. Once again, it's also very easier to be said than done, okay? But you can utilize the SPY to kind of, predict the future of these stocks. It's going to be showing you the way the stocks are going to be going. Sometimes you can have, with these big stocks like Apple, they can drag the market in a certain direction. So say you wake up in the morning and there's news on Apple. I don't know, I'm just making this up. Say the new iPhone 10, or I don't even know what iPhone they're on. Just say the new iPhone, I don't know, it blew up. I don't know. It just blew up and someone got injured or hurt or whatever. Now, that's going to be very bad news for Apple. You can expect Apple to come down pretty big. And since Apple's a very, very big company, it's, the top company out there, they're going to drag the SPY down. They can do this, guys. It's going to drag the SPY down. So most likely the overall market is going to be down that day. Why? Because Apple's going to drag it down. Say you wake up and Apple has some news about I don't know, the new iPhone, or they're working on technology, or their technology Apple created cured cancer, or something crazy. I don't know. I'm just making this up. That's going to be very, very positive news. So the Apple's going to be going up and it's going to drag the SPY upwards. And then in terms, you can use the SPY to look at other plays, okay? Now there's a lot of plays. It's not just Apple, Facebook. It's not just these four I have here, but it's just to give you an example, guys, of how you can use a SPY to, predict the future of these stocks, find entries and take these stocks down or up and make some money. Now, you can also kind of predict the future of the SPY. Yeah, you can kind of predict the future of the SPY by looking at the Qs. Now, what is the Qs? The Qs is basically the same thing as a SPY, but it's the top 100 companies of the NASDAQ. They're all, most of them, the majority of it is just technology companies or big tech companies. So if the Qs are coming upwards, it's a good indication that the SPY is going to go up. If the Qs are coming downwards, it's a good indication that the SPY is going to come down. And in that terms, you can relate that to other stocks. Trade these trades like I told you earlier. So that's pretty much it, guys. As you can see, the market's pretty flat right now. It's just flat. It's flat. It's not really doing anything. This is when you shouldn't be in trades. Now, if the market were to break to the upside, say it broke above this area to the upside, you can start looking for longs again. The market's going up. If the market, breaks below this area and starts, falling down, or just breaks below this area of support, then the market's going to come down. You can expect these stocks to have some moves to the downside. Now, like I've said before, just because the market is down doesn't mean that stocks aren't going to break out. Some stocks will break out, and it does happen, and it will happen. But the majority of the favor is going to be to the downside. Whenever stocks are to the upside, it does not mean that you can't short anything. You definitely can. And you will have some nice shorting stocks, even though the market's up. But again, the majority of the favor, keyword majority of the favor, is going to be to the upside. Now, if the stock's breaking out, say the market's like this right now, and stocks are weak, you can definitely take them short if the stocks are weak on the day, or real bad news or something like that. And again, guys, the SPY really only works on these top companies that follow the market. It's not going to work on penny stocks or other stuff like that. Now, it can kind of influence it, but pennies, it's not really going to work on penny stocks. So don't think that if the market's up, that the penny stock is going to shoot up. All right, it's not really going to work on penny stocks. Let me just show you. So see, it went up around here, around 11. See, I don't know. This is flat. I don't really know any penny stocks off the top of my head, but It's flat. Let me see this one. See, flat, flat, flat. Not really doing anything. So SPY doesn't really follow it. And take a note, it happens around the same time. So Apple, look at this sell off here. Look at that sell off around what, 1205. 1205, that's when the sell off happens. So just keep a note and kind of like I said, put this on your chart, look at it for a couple days, kind of get familiar with it, and then you can kind of utilize it to your best advantage. The best thing for it though, if you're not going to be using it to take trades to the upside or downside, is just simply for the fact of this: if the market is flat and is not doing anything, don't be in a trade. As I mentioned before, sometimes you get in trades and you nothing really happens. Okay, your P&L is just going up and down, whatever, nothing really happens. That's because the market's flat. The market can be flat at the start of the day. Sometimes it's flat from the start or whatever. So whenever the market's flat, just don't be in any trades. Whenever you're in a trade and the market's flat, the only ones really making money is the brokers on commissions. All right, you're not really going to be making any money. Okay, so just stay away from any positions when the market's flat. So again, key things that we'll take away from this video: when the market's downwards, favor of the downside. If it's upwards, favor of the upside. If it's flat, don't be in any trades. If it's up like this and then say the market's up and it starts crashing hard real bad and you're in the long position, get out the long position. If the market is down and you're shorting a stock and it just starts shooting up crazy, get out of the short position. That's pretty much it, guys. Hope this video helps you guys out. Again, if you have any questions or comments, or you need me to explain this a little bit better, definitely let me know in the comments below. Stay tuned for the next video. And that's pretty much it, guys. See you on the next one.